fun today. I promised a friend yesterday that I was going to talk about this today because she had made a post on Facebook about reading the four love languages. And I asked her, have you ever heard the four love languages from a point of view from being a puppy dog or a kitty cat or a Tweety bird or a goldfish? And she's like, holy cow, no, I haven't. What the heck are you talking about? So if you've read the four love languages, awesome. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Marcus. And here they are. So we feel love through spoken words of approval, or we communicate love through acts of kindness and deeds, or quality time, or physical touch. Now, all of you have a particular way that you feel love. That's your leading personality. And then you have a trailing. So you lead with one, trail with the other. In other words, you lead with acts of kindness and deeds, and you trail with physical touch. Now, here's an interesting conversation around how this applies to puppy dogs, kitty cats, Tweety birds, and goldfish. So I'm having a conversation with my wife, Monica, and I've been working from home every day for the last 4 months. So I rarely leave the house. I'm here all of the time. She's here all of the time. And she says to me, I just don't feel like we spend enough time together. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm here all the time. How could we spend any more time together than we already do? Interesting, right? And when I really slowed down and I paid attention, here's how she feels love. My wife is a Tweety bird. Now, a Tweety bird feels love through quality time. They don't need you to tell them how much you love them. They don't need you to tell them how great they are. They certainly don't want you to pet them, so they don't feel love through physical touch. They don't need you to really do any favors for them or good deeds, but they want you to sit down and listen to them sing. It's quality time. So with my wife, quality time means I sit down and I listen to what she says. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not on my computer or on my phone or doing anything else. I am 100% right here, listening to what she says. And every so often, if I throw in a, wow, how did that make you feel? And what did she say next? You're kidding. Then what happened? She feels loved because we have quality time. Now, I'm a puppy dog. Puppy dogs feel love through spoken words of approval. Think about it. You go up to your dog and say, good boy, good girl. Oh, you're such a good dog. Casper's sitting right over here on the other side of me. And if I say, good Casper, his eyes open and he looks at me and he starts wagging his tail. I mean, their whole body is wagging. You tell them how much you love them and how good they are and how much you approve of them, and they just are wagging their tail. They're wagging their tail so much their whole body is wagging. Now, I could be at an event speaking, and I'm getting great responses from the people who are listening to me. I get a standing ovation at the end. And I go and sit down next to my wife, and I ask her, how did I do? And she's like, you got to be kidding me. Everybody loved you. They stood up. They applauded. And my response would be, no. I want to know from you, how did I do? Now, here's the point. The point is a puppy dog has one person. There's one person in your home that your puppy dog really attaches to. I mean, your friends can come over, neighbors can come over, family can come over, and yeah, the puppy dog's wagging its tail. They're saying, hi, how are you? I'm so glad that you came to see me, because every dog thinks you're coming to see them. However, there's one person in that home that they really need approval from. And for me, that one person is Monica. Now, Monica doesn't speak love in puppy dog. She doesn't feel love in puppy dog. So she's not going to tell me, good boy, you did a great job. Oh my gosh, that was an incredible speech. That was awesome. You crushed it. No, she doesn't do that, because her, I get too much of that already. And she doesn't want to fill my ego and tell me how great I am, because I'm hearing it already. So for her, she doesn't think I need to hear this. And I need to hear this from her more than anybody else. Are you in relationship with a puppy dog? Are you speaking to them in puppy dog? Now, I speak in puppy dog because I feel love in puppy dog. That's the other thing I want you to get. We show love the way we feel love. So I'll go to my wife and I'll tell her how awesome she is, how beautiful she is, what an amazing partner she is, how grateful I am to be married to her. And she's like, what are you doing? Why are you telling me this? She's a Tweety bird. She just wants me to sit down and spend quality time with her. Now, her trailing characteristic is she's a goldfish. Goldfish feel love through acts of kindness and deeds. The goldfish doesn't want you to pet them. You can't tell a goldfish, good boy, good girl. They're looking at you like, are you nuts? What? A goldfish simply wants you to feed them, clean their bowl, and while you're in there, straighten the castle. That's all they want. They feel love through good deeds and favors. The way I show Monica love, in addition to spending quality time with her, is by taking care of the home. When she asks me, would you remember to take out the trash tomorrow? I remember and I do it. When she asks me, those shrubs need to be trimmed, I'm out there and I'm trimming them. Now, imagine this for a moment. You're married to a goldfish and the goldfish asks you, trim the shrubs. And because that's not how you feel love, it's not how you speak love, you're looking at that as it's not a big deal. It's not high on my food chain. I've got lead generation. I've got appointments. I need to get contracts. I need to get listings. I've got all these other things that I need to do. I will get to it when I get to it. Now, that goldfish, that person who feels love through words, through acts of kindness and good deeds, feels unloved. Because they're asking you for help and you're ignoring the request. Now, you could have a kitty cat in your life. A kitty cat feels love through physical touch. I mean, think about your cat. If you have cats, the cat is like on its own, doesn't want anything to do with you. Just like, leave me alone. Tell a cat, good boy, good girl. They're going to look at you like, what the hell is wrong with you? They don't need you to do them any favors. They don't even need you to feed them. I mean, if you don't feed them, they'll go outside, they'll find something to kill and they'll eat it. But when a cat wants attention, what do? They come up to you and they rub up against you. They're telling you, pet me. Pay attention to me. Show me that you love me. Now, when they've got what they needed, they're gone. But that's how they feel love. All right, so you've got puppy dogs, spoken words of approval. Here's what's interesting about being a puppy dog and having a puppy dog in your life. Just like they respond to spoken words of approval, tell a puppy dog, bad boy, bad dog. Tell them that they messed up. Tell them that they did a bad thing, and they will cower, they will stick their tail between their legs, and they will go run and hide under the couch. If you have a person in your life who feels love as through a puppy dog, through spoken words of approval, tell them you disapprove of them and watch how they act. Tell me, bad boy. And I am going to cower and I'm going to go hide under the couch. Kitty cats, physical touch, Tweety birds, quality time. Just sit and listen to me sing. Now, another thing that's interesting about how we feel love, that's typically how we communicate love. Since Monica is a Tweety bird and she feels love through quality time, she'll come and sit by my desk and she'll just sit there. And I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm just spending time with you. I'm like, well, it's kind of creeping me out. When a person does that, they're telling you, this is how I feel love. I feel love through quality time. Goldfish, person who feels love through acts of favors and good deeds, does things for you. They're telling you, this is important to me. Pay attention. Now, what the heck does this have to do with real estate? A whole lot. When you're communicating with someone, it's important for you to know, are you talking to a puppy dog? Are you talking to a kitty cat? Are you communicating with a Tweety bird or a goldfish? Because you want to pay attention to this so that you can speak to them in a way where you're connecting. That seller doesn't need you to love them. It's okay if you do. Okay, I'm not going to go get weird. They don't need you to love them, but what they do need you to do is speak in their language. If you're in business with someone, there's somebody that's a part of your team, and that person is a puppy dog. You better pay attention and you better take care to speak spoken words of approval. Lonnie, you're amazing. I just can't believe the job you're doing. Man, you are crushing it. You got so much momentum going on. It's amazing. Great job. Man, I'm lucky to be in business with you. Or, Alan, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. How does that make you feel? Where do you want to be? Why is that important to you? Listen to them. All right, talk to me. Tell me what you heard.
I always think it's important to, I call it aligning with my people and everything like that. So it's understanding, it's going back to the pain points and how you can feel, understand their pain and what they need to get past it. But, alignment is a huge part of how I deal with my clients. And I think it's just another way of saying, understanding how they need to be heard, how they need to be communicated with and everything like that. So I love this.
Yeah, it's so important, Annie. It absolutely is. I mean, have you ever spoken with somebody from Scotland? Anybody here know anybody from Scotland? Now, they're speaking English, right? You're speaking English. But do you really understand everything they're saying? Heck no, because they're speaking the same language, but they're talking in a different dialect. It's speaking with people in the same dialect that they speak, which is what Annie was saying when she talked about being in alignment with her clients. Michelle, Alan, you're up next. Michelle, talk to me.
Hey, so I would say I'm definitely a puppy dog, but however, I don't take compliments well, which is kind of strange. I love them, but I don't take them well from other people, like my husband, my mom, my dad, people who are extremely close to me. They can compliment me all day long, but anybody else is kind of, I just blow it off. So when someone blows things off, like how do you break that down? Like, how would you be able to recognize?
Well, if they don't take spoken words of approval, well, it's probably because the mental image that they have of themselves is not lining up with what you're telling them. So my suggestion would be, don't make them uncomfortable. Don't keep pressing. Speak those spoken words of approval and pay attention, read the temperature of the room. And if they're not accepting it, then move on.
Gotcha.
Okay. Alan, you're up next. Megan, you're on deck.
Yeah. Good morning, John. What I heard you say was just basically mirror and match. I have a client who's very religious, and she said it was God's fate that we met each other. And so, I'm not the most religious person, but I put a couple of gods and Jesus in there, and she loves it. So it's mirror and match.
I'm not sure that's what I talked about.
No, I kind of thought
I do.
Yeah.
Mirror and match is right. 100% yes, mirror and match.
Yeah.
Yes. That part I agree with 1,000%. Yeah.
Forget about the rest then. Mirror and match. That's my answer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Megan, talk to me.
So I love that you used this example, and I love that you tied it to real estate. I had like this huge aha moment. I used to train foster parents, and I was teaching them about this, right? Because like you said, it's about communication. And there was a husband, and he went over the top. Flowers, balloons, cards, chocolates. And the wife was like, yeah, I just need you to take out the trash. And the look on the man's face, he's like, baby, like, I'm busting my butt, like showing you all the love, and all you needed me to do is like take out the trash. But it's like, he felt like you said, I'm killing it as a husband. And it wasn't connecting for her because that was not what she needed. And so like really understanding, and like you said, in partnership or relationship, it doesn't matter how I like to give love or how I like to receive it. In order to be effective in communication, I've got to understand how that other person receives it. It's so powerful. It's so cool. And I love the example of the animals. I've never heard that before. That was cool.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important to give credit when you're sharing something. And I didn't create that. I got that from Andy Andrews. So I'm glad that you love it. And all the credit goes to Andy Andrews. Megan, I got to say, I'm watching you drive, looking at your phone, and the car is moving. I'm like, holy cow, don't run into anything. Yeah, my internet took a great opportunity there to crash on me, so I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't offend you.
Oh, all good. All good.
Okay, good. All right. Majinde, talk to me.
Hey, John. I'm missing gift giving or for the animals.
Gift giving. I'm not sure it lines up with a puppy dog. It definitely doesn't line up with a kitty cat. Okay. It doesn't line up with a Tweety bird. It does not line up with a goldfish. Goldfish doesn't care if you give him a gift. I think it's puppy dog. I think gift giving really hits home with a puppy dog. It's a way of saying, I love you. You're important to me. And that's a puppy dog. Give your cat a gift. What's your cat do? What the heck is that? What do you want me to do with that toy? I think it's stupid. So, Majinde, I hope
Somebody put a penguin.
penguin. That's great. We're going to add one. I'll call up Andy and I'll tell him, hey, man, we've added one to the group. We've got a penguin here. All right. Guys, I hope you got great value today. Original 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman includes gift giving. There you go. There's your answer, Majinde. There are animals that respond primarily to gifting. Oh my gosh, I got to read this book. Okay, there we go. Love it. Love that and love that. Great job, everybody. I will see you tomorrow morning. Time to get to work. Go crush it. Make it an amazing day. All of you provided tremendous value. Thank you for that. We all grow together. See everybody tomorrow morning, 8:30. Make it a great day.
Thank you.
Go get them, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Always my pleasure. Thank you.